Welcome to session 5. I don't know if you've ever been wakeboarding, but the first time I went, I saw my brother-in-law, and he was like a professional. He could do flips, and he was going over the wake, and he could do spins, and he was doing all these things. And being the young, confident person that I was, I thought, I could do that. And so I went out there, and as you know, you get into this board, and you sit back, and I was pulling hard, and my face hit the water. And I did that time and time and time again. And finally, my brother-in-law, Callan, was like, Zach, just let the boat pull you up. Just let it do all the work. And I was exhausted by this point. So I just said, fine, okay, I'll stop trying. And what would you know? I let the boat pull me up, and I started riding behind the boat. I started riding the wake like it was meant to be. Many of us would describe our Christian life as striving, as trying hard, and maybe if you've noticed, hitting your face in the water time and time again, right? You try with all your effort to try to make it work, and nothing seems to happen. And the message of the gospel is it's not about you trying, it's about you trusting. It's not about you striving hard, it's about you trusting in the one who's living his life in you and through you. And so in this section of the book, we talked a little bit about self-help and how Jesus is anti-self-help. That the whole point of the gospel is we couldn't help ourselves, and Jesus came to do for us what we could never do for ourselves. He came and He did it all. He did all the work so that we could just receive it by faith. So in our suffering, what we need is not a bunch of rules. We don't need a manual. We don't need self-help. We don't need a pep talk to be more radical or to do more, be better. We need a person, and we need His presence. And that's what we get in the good news of Jesus Christ. We get a person who says, trust me, believe in me, and I've got you. I'm for you. I mean, self-help and religion, if you've noticed, is all about you. It's all about me, me, me. The gospel is all about Jesus and what He's done for you and I. And He's asking us not to achieve, but to simply receive. Not to strive for something we've already got, but to trust in what Jesus has already given us. It's like the time I was going crazy for my cell phone, only to realize it was in my pocket the whole time. Have you done that with your keys or your glasses on your head? You're looking and searching to realize it's with you the whole time. It's like the gospel. Jesus says He's given us everything we need for life and godliness. He says we're complete in Christ. Furthermore, if Christ is living in us, and if Jesus is what heaven best to offer, Jesus is heaven's best, if that's true, then truly we have all we need in Him. So we don't need to go searching and seeking. The search is over. We're complete in Christ. And then we looked at, what's prayer? Many of us are scared of prayer. I can tell you, man, it's hard sometimes. It's difficult to pray. But prayer is not about trying to get something from God as if He's this magic genie. No, prayer is not about talking to the man upstairs. It's about talking to the guy who's here. He's living in your heart. So He's not far off. He's not a long-distance phone call. He's cleared out His entire schedule just to be with you. So prayer, it's about being real with God. Sure, you can ask things from Him. You can confess to Him. You can do the things. But don't limit prayer to an acronym, right? It's a relationship. Just talk to Him. Give God your cares. Know that there's no right or wrong way to pray. Just talk to God. Prayer is just talking with God. And He loves to hear you. He loves to listen to you. So many of us struggle with this idea that Jesus is our friend. But He is. He's a friend that's closer than a brother. He's for us. He's never against us. He never uses shame or guilt to motivate us. It's always His love. It's always His grace. It's always His life in us and through us. He's not putting a carrot on a stick in front of us, asking us to do more or be better. No, He's after relationship. No strings attached. That's it. There's no catch to this relationship with God. He literally wants you to enjoy Him while He's enjoying you. Do you realize that? That He likes you. He not only loves you, but He likes you. He likes the weird jokes. He likes your weird hobbies. He likes everything that you're about. He likes you. And then one of my favorite topics, Christ in you. Your union with Christ. One spirit with God. 1 Corinthians 6 says, you're one spirit with Him. Christ is in you no matter what. It's not a metaphor. It's not some symbolic thing. He literally lives in you. This is the answer to loneliness. This is the answer to when we don't have things figured out, we can know that Jesus is always with us. He's always in us. So I wouldn't describe my relationship with Grace. I don't say, yeah, I'm following Grace and she's following me. No, I say we're in a relationship. We're married. In the same way, we have something better than a following. We're not just following Jesus. That's okay to say. But He's living inside of us and we're living in Him. We're in us. He's in Him. It's this beautiful union. And then I talked about our need for community. You're in it right now. You're in a Bible study and you need to keep this up. You need to keep being with other people. We need other people because through other people we get to experience the love and grace of God tangibly and practically here on earth. We need others. You're not supposed to do life alone. So get in a community, hang out, go play golf, watch TV, read Jesus is Better, whatever you want to do, but be with people. Be a part of a local church. Be a part of a small group. Have friends. People need you and you need people. Let me say that again. People, they need you and you need people. That's why we need community. Remember, the Christian life isn't about striving for God. It's about trusting Him. I'll see you in the next session.